Good evening, everyone. So today I'm going to talk about my suicide app. So I have created 3 repositories. One is dissertation DKIT. This one contains all the writing files and initial analysis. It has all the notebooks files. Have used different models here: MLR, auto regression, or REMA, and decision tree classifier, machine learning models, VAR models. So these are the files I used for initial analysis. And the second one is suicide Laravel admin panel app. This is done in PHP Laravel framework. And this is the env file where I have configured all the global variables for the database connection and everything. And the third one is the suicide app, again, which is done in Python app. So that's how it works. And all the files here, like datamaker.py and datamodeling.py, is used to create the initial files. So this is the code for that. And first of all, I'll talk about the Python Laravel app, the backend here. So it's already running on 8080 port, so just open it here. If you go down, you will see you have all the sections here, like dashboard. This will lead to the dash app, about section, contact section, everything is given. And if you click on admin, you can log in. It's currently logged in, so it's not asking, so I'll just log out and show you again. The username and password, email and password, and login. Then, and so just we have different sections: the settings of the website here, and the metadata for SEO improvement, about section, roles and permissions, and to control the page admins. And we will get all the feedbacks from the backend here. This is the all data, so I'll just delete it just to show you how it works. So that's it. Now I'll just talk about the Python dashboard. The dashboard is open here. This is the home page where a small about section is given, and the links to connect with me or LinkedIn, and to go to DKIT website, a small description about both. And it has this many pages here. This first section is dashboards. That's the first page. So you can come here and see, this is the first graph. It talks about the total suicides over time. There's a play button given. You can play over and see how much suicides and total suicides have changed over time. And these are the countries where the top suicide rates, as per the data we have, current data. So Russian Federation, Hungary, Ukraine are the top leading in suicides. And this graph talks about suicides, total suicides in different age group and gender. This color represents the gender, male and female. And these are, so you can see here, 35 to 54 stands out, and they are having highest number of suicides. So this age group is having, this age group is more vulnerable to suicides. And the second one here is GDP per capita and suicide per 100,000. So you can see there is a clustering for the moderate GDP group there, so there must be some relation. So the moderate GDP group is having showing some sort of connection with the suicides. And that's the overview page. All the data here is loaded from the backend. So I have just run the exam environment, so it's running, the MySql server is currently running on it, and the data connection has been done by the data maker. Load. So go to apps, and you can see here everything is loaded from the MySql DB in the local machine. So if you play here, you can see suicide per 100,000 and GDP per capita over time. You can see the changes happened in different countries. It's a nice visualization. Also, all the filters and range selectors connected each other. Here it talks about suicide per 100,000 over time. Again, a play button is given. And you can see there's a lot going in the Europes, a lot of color variation over time. So further analysis have been studied and shown that there is a lot of factors like um, alcohol consumption, in especially in Russia and Ukraine, has affected more men to commit suicides. This suicide per 1,000 here. You can see this beautiful line plot shows different suicide rates in different countries. You can click on any country, double click on any country just to have more focus. If you choose any other country like Ukraine, you can see the difference between Ireland and Ukraine. If you want to add Russian, click single click there and it comes in. And the third page is generations. This page where you can see now it shows the total generations. If you go any continent, so it shows for Asian continent. If you select any generation from the list, for example, let's generation X is selected, you can see over time how much suicides has happened. So during this time there was an increase and decrease, and by after 2011 there was again a slight increase and decrease. So you can choose any country and see that way. And all the countries here, you just hover the mouse over, you can see this different generations. So according to the selection, just hover, the data will be displayed here. And the next one is the forecast model. That is one of the important part of the Python Dash app. That was the goal of the project, to predict the future forecast. So that has been successfully done here. You can choose any country from the list. This is a pre-trained model used for prediction. It is Ukraine. You can see there's a change, and the red values represent the predicted values, then blue lines are the actual values. Also, you can choose and see different models from the drop down. It's epi profit. And if you go for custom auto regression, you can see there's a change. So from the study, most of the time SARIMAX model outperformed the other models, shown good results. And also you can see the prediction between different years as well using the select range selector. And finally, going to the data integrity page, you can see there is outlier detection. We have used machine learning DB scan. There's some unsupervised machine learning algorithms to categorize. The reason for choosing this page, making this page, is because in the future we will be adding more data, so page visitors will be more concerned with how much outliers are present in the data. So our app should cover all the aspect of a proper data visualization. So just to show the users that how much of outliers are present in the data, just to identify the efficiency of the model. So just added this page. You can see these different colors showing good points and outliers. That's the good data and dirty data there. So again, you can choose different countries and show how much is good and how much is bad data present. And finally, a data view page is given. Here you can search and filter different countries. If you want to search for Ireland, search for Ireland. For example, Ukraine. Ireland, there was a typo before, that's why. So this is how it works. So if you want to search only for 50 to 74, you can see and see. So the main variables are given here just to have an idea if somebody wants to have a quick look. And a feedback section that leads to the contact page. So currently my app is running on the local, so I will just continue showing on the local. I will use Google Chrome just to make the process easy, so I can use fake filler extension to fill the page here. So the name of the user is Ali Carlson. Let's just type Thesis screencast and submit. So now this data has been sent to the backend, and also this will be available in the email section. Just come and refresh. Carlson has been added. This is screencast, yeah. Also, if you want to delete, you can delete from here. I will add another one and show you deletion. The new one has been added. This one is SARIMAX grade. That's been added. If you want to delete one, you can delete from here. And the old one is still there. So that's how it works. And finally, going through the code. If you see here, this file is run using cron job. So I have configured the cron jobs on my root access. So these are the code that is used to run every week. So this will be using these cron tabs, our code, our files, data maker file, data modeling files will be run. So data has been loaded. Content file is used. This is for the data cleaning. So that's how we create the output.csv file. This is just used for the initial time. So for the first time, we will run this file, and the current data on the MySql server is loaded from this output.csv. And data modeling is the main part where we have created all the modeling, and this is dbscan used for outlier detection. That's the function here. And this is the train standard scalar is to transform it. And this algorithm looks for clusters and noise points, finds it, and removes the outliers. So we have removed the outliers before doing the further modeling. It is stored to the data frame, and the outlier file has been created from it. And the number of forecast, this is for forecasting. This is the test type. We have used 40% of data for the testing and 60% is training. This is all forecast, and this is the error model. This is to handle the leap year, which every 4 years the number of days changes. So this is the function used for that. This is where the files are being created. Each country will be stored in the name of the country name to CSVs and stored there. This is the model, SARIMAX model. Finally, this section is for managing the suicides. If you want to search for suicides of Ireland, you can click here and type Ireland. It will show all the Ireland data. If you want to go for a specific year, you can type that. It will show that. And if you want to delete, you can delete. You can do edit all the operations there. So that's the page. If you want to add one, you can just come here. If you want to add data of Ireland, type IRL, press year, age group, then you type the accounts. Then once you are filled, you ask for the continent, select Europe, and click on add, and that's it. So now we have added 1981 data for Ireland. So once this is added to the database, I'll just refresh the dash app so that you can see it. Just restart the dash app. Once you are in the data page, you search for 1981. That's the only file we add. So you can see there are 2 records which I added from the backend now here. So that's how it works. Thank you so much.